Yes, people, there you have it. So, Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2, and hey, well, what can I say? Man, we had quite an interesting watch along for the better part of the first half, but then the second half actually things started getting a bit messy. And I mean, honestly speaking, man, I don't know whether it's bad luck because last season, by the previous actually 2 seasons, we've actually been, injury free. But this season, man, it seems like injuries is basically going to be the predicament of the season for Arsenal. I mean, right now, Gabriel came off with an injury. Julian team also came off with an injury. So it's not looking nice. It's not looking nice. And some of the guys actually getting injured are some of our key players. And you actually saw even today's game. Immediately Gabriel came off. Immediately Julian Timber came off. That's when actually Mosala. In fact, even Mosala, Julian Timber had this guy, man. He had this guy marked the whole time. You could barely see. He was barely in the game. Yeah, the better part of the game. Salah was barely in the game. But then the fact that Julian Timber came off and Gabriel, that's when this guy actually started having space. So tactically, I think Mikel Arteta is by this to be blamed for this because the first half actually, we're all over this guy's faces. We're playing dog football, running around. The pressing, everything was working okay. But then now the second half, you could clearly see we just basically go back into this defensive mode. And I don't know, man. There's just something off with Arsenal. One season, we are playing good attacking football. Next season, we're also playing, then this season, Mikel Arteta just basically switched the whole team, and we are just currently just playing defensive football. The first half we are flying, just the way you said by the earlier on, but the second half we just got into this defensive mode. And as we're speaking right now, I think we are 5 points off Man City and 4 points off Liverpool. So listen, having Man City or they being ahead of you with 5 points is not really a pretty thing because I mean experience of what you've seen previously. Pep, the moment he gets 5 points ahead of you, the guy could keep it that way. And the funny thing about Man City is they're not really playing good football, though. The past 2, 3 games we've seen them play in the Premier League. You can clearly see they're missing KDB, they're missing Rodri. They're not playing good football. But the interesting thing is they just find a way out. They just have a way of winning games. Like even the Southampton game they played yesterday. So they played dog football, but they just found a way. Look at the Wolves game. They found a way. Look at the Arsenal game. They found a way to get back in the game. So I know guys are panicking and say the Premier League is gone. Even me, but the part of me is also thinking of that. I mean, Man City being ahead of it 5 points. But listen, it's still early days. 9 games in. So far, you have like 3 draws. Man City has 2 draws. Liverpool only a draw. They've lost 1 game. Man City still yet to lose a game. So, man, it's still early days. I think if we get to December, that's when probably maybe we'll have a sale. We probably know we'll have those telltale signs of knowing exactly where we're going to be in the Premier League. But we need to sort this out. These draws are just too many, and especially these draws at home. We need to be winning our home games. Yeah. But anyway, now going back to the game. First of all, by the way, you can clearly see that there are those key players that if you miss in the team. Honestly, Bukayo Saka was a big miss. For the games that Bukayo Saka has not played, this is just the guys have been talking about Foden, guys have been talking about Cole Farmer. Bukayo Saka is the real star boy. He doesn't even have this argument, man. That's the real star boy. You can clearly see, man, that guy. The games that he hasn't played, you can clearly see by the difference between him, Sterling, and Jesus. Julian Timber as well. I mean, the coming of Julian Timber today had Saka in his pocket the whole time. So that those players that you just need to, if you miss them in the team, something just doesn't tick. And hopefully, man, we get. I think Mikel Arteta and the coaching staff, if not the medical team, they really need to look into these injuries because hey, it's not looking good. These injuries are just so many. But anyway, it is what it is. We win, we withdraw, we take a point. So far, we've actually dropped 5 points, and we move to the next one. Yeah. Anyway, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you made of the game, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next one.